Welcome everyone. This is the Masterclass. My name is Patricknazareth. I have around 30 years of teaching experience and I'm here to help with your doubts, if any. Today we look at the poem A Lecture Upon the Shadow, written by John Donne. He was born in 1571 or 1572, we're not sure which year he was, but he died on the 31st of March, 1631. He was a metaphysical poet. A metaphysical poet is a poet who writes on deep philosophies like religion, love, life. Also, they have extended metaphors. A metaphor is where you compare something to somebody. For example, the inky blackness of night, where night is compared to ink. The poets, the metaphysical poets, used metaphors that were very far removed from each other. For example, a lover could be compared to a compass. How, you ask? Simple. As the compass always points towards the north, a lover always looks for his or her beloved. He was a cleric in the Church of England and he was a member of Parliament twice. Stand still and I will read to thee a lecture, Love, in Love's Philosophy. These 3 hours that we have spent walking here to shadows went, along with us which we ourselves produced, but now the sun is just above our head, we do those shadows tread, and to brave clearness all things are reduced. So like I told you, John Donne was a metaphysical poet and he has presented love as a metaphor to shadow. What he's trying to say is that in the early part of the day, when the sun is behind us, our shadows are long. And as it continues, goes up to noontime, our shadows shrink until we are literally standing on them. He says, love is like that. Early on, we tend to lie to each other about who we really are. We hide things from each other. We just want the other person to love us, to like, and in order for the other person to love us, in order for the other person to say that they will love us, we tend to tell them things or we present falsehoods to them. So whilst our infant loves did grow, disguises did and shadows flow from us and our cares. But now 'tis not so, that love has not attained the highest degree, which is still diligent lest others see. The poet, like I pointed out, is comparing love to shadows. So he is saying in the beginning, we hid things from each other. We lied to each other perhaps because we were afraid of what the other person would think. But as time passes, as we get closer and closer, just like the sun climbs higher and higher, our shadows get smaller and smaller. Similarly, all the falsehoods that we are saying to each other, all the things that we are trying to hide from each other, get revealed. And when we are able to understand that, we understand that love, our love, has attained the highest point. Till we have attained that point, we are very diligent. We don't want anybody else to know. We hide it away from the world. We hide it away from people that even we know. Because we are frightened. Suppose somebody else sees us, suppose somebody else notices that we are falling in love with each other. They might reveal our falsehoods, they might reveal our secrets, or they might simply make fun of us. And in that case, our relationship will be destroyed before it even starts. So when the relationship grows and becomes stronger, the need for hiding things, the need for keeping things from other people and from each other disappears. Accept our loves at this noon stay, we shall new shadows make the other way. As the first were made to blind others, these which come behind will work upon ourselves and blind our eyes. If our loves faint and westwardly decline, to me thou falsely thine, and I to thee mine actions shall disguise. The poet is telling us that at noontime, just like the shadows vanish because the sun is directly above our heads, we are literally standing on our own shadows. As the sun continues, as the afternoon grows, the shadows will begin to fall the other way. So in the beginning of our love, at the beginning of our love, these shadows we used to purposely make and disguise falsehoods, tell lies to each other, tell lies to other people that they may not find out about our love. But now there is no need. Now the new shadows that are formed, they are formed upon ourselves. They blind our eyes. Do we understand that love means that we should not hide anything from each other? Because if we do, then what happens is that these shadows become falsehoods again. And what happens to the love? The love begins to go. The love begins to fade away. And when love fades away, nothing is left. The morning shadows wear away, but these grew longer all the day. But oh, love's day is short if love decay. Love is growing or full constant light, and its first minute, afternoon is night. All lies, all falsehoods are finishing. Okay? But shadows will remain even after noon. Because remember one thing, love is very short-lived. Why is it very short-lived? Because if you continue to hide things, then love takes next to no time to vanish. Because if love vanishes, it vanishes very, very fast. So at noon, when the sun is at the highest, and then throughout the afternoon, the shadows lengthen. So you would think that love also fades away very, very slowly. Just like throughout the morning, throughout the afternoon, the shadows are there. Love is like that. But no, it's not like that. If you should lie, if you should be dishonest with your love, then you will find it will simply vanish in the blink of an eye, because it will straight away become night. So remember, if you want love to grow stronger and stronger, the most important thing, the one constant that you must have, truthfulness and honesty in any and every relationship. The themes of the poem then are the evolving nature of love. How at the beginning it starts off maybe with deception, and then as it progresses, deceptions and falsehoods and lies fade away into true love, where you become very close to each other. But it also goes on to say that honesty and transparency are very important in love, because once you have attained that love, in order to keep it, you must be honest and transparent with each other. You cannot deal in lies anymore. You cannot mislead the other person anymore. The poet, he is drawing a comparison between shadows that we cast and love, the similarities. One, how it changes with the day, and the other, how it changes over time. That's it then. The end of the lesson. I hope I have been able to help you. Please do like, subscribe and share. Remember, there are other people out there who might need our help. Thank you for watching along.